Okie dokie. Welcome back. So now we are about to continue on with this adventure of ours into this potato, broccoli, cheese, sour cream, bread things. I'll figure out a name for them by the time I post the video. So, anyway, hello again. Welcome on in. And we've got ourselves all mashed up. I've got the bread set up and ready to go. I've got some extra cheese. I got some more things that we're going to do. I'm actually using a pizza stone that the bread's going to go on when it goes into the oven. That was one of the reasons why I cut the video as well, because I wanted this to heat up a little bit in the oven as it heated up. So let's go ahead and see what we're going to do here. Pull a couple of these bits out. Yum yum. So what I'm doing is I'm going to actually stuff the inside of this. Just like so. And we'll sprinkle of Parmesan on top of it. And that's basically how that's going to go. Now, we're not done, of course. Like I said, we are still going to go into the oven. And there's another step that we're going to do before that. So, set you over here. Let's do the next one. Now, you could hollow these out even more if you wanted to, and or you could not at all and do it some completely different. You could actually serve this particular part hot and have the bread in slices, toast the bread, maybe kind of eat them like that as a dipping bread. Generally, like I said earlier in the earlier video, part one, this would be like a broccoli cheese hot dip, but I decided to add the potatoes in there for just a little bit of extra. Except, you know what I forgot to do? I didn't have the Parmesan. So as y'all see, now here's the fun part of what we're doing with this is I'm actually going to take a little bit of the garlic that I have here, but what I'm doing, and you can do this with butter too if you chose, but I'm doing something a little different. Getting the juices out from inside of this. We're going to mix the Parmesan in there. It's kind of a little, you probably want a little bit more than I did here. I added a little too much Parmesan, but that's okay. What I'm going to do, touch oil, a little bit of oil, because this is basically going to be a coating. On top of these. So I'm gonna go ahead and set them over here. I can't really, I'm not moving this over here because this is hot and I don't want to mess anything up over here. But So we've got them all set up right there on the stone. Now, if you've never used a pizza stone before, I highly recommend it. Um, I have had I've had over my lifetime 3 pizza stones. That's my third one. And the idea behind them, of course, is the same as going to an actual restaurant that has a stone fired pizza kind of setup. It soaks the flavors into the stone, and when you cook it, it brings it right back out. So I always recommend doing that. Never, ever, ever, ever wash it with soap. You have to just scrub it with water. Now, if you did it with like a butter, it probably actually end up being more of a sauce that would cover the top. This is a little more chunky, but I did it this way on purpose. So let's go ahead and throw this in the oven. This shouldn't actually take very long at all. And now we just wait. And while I'm doing this, I might as well go ahead and mix the rest of this. Because you never have too much cheese. Well, you can for some people, I guess. I made a lot because I plan on eating this myself much, much later in some other kind of dish. Of course, this is, oh, it is like a nice little mashed potato kind of deal. Boom, look at that. Look at that nice mashed potato. Chunk, a little lumpy. I didn't want to go too creamy with this one, but you could do that if you so chose. But it will be, let's see how it is. That's delicious. So, that's basically it. It's a very simple thing, very simple recipe to do. You can just kind of throw the stuff together and cook it up like that. If you have like a ceramic kind of serving dish like this kind of size, if you're doing the dip thing, obviously you leave out the potatoes part and you just kind of set it up. And you can actually cook it in the oven itself. So you chop all the stuff up, mix it all together, and then you throw it in the oven. Maybe throw some breadcrumbs on top of that or something like that. It's always a good choice to do that. And throw it about 375 degrees in a regular oven. And it really doesn't take very long, maybe 10, 15 minutes, maybe a little longer, depending on how your oven works. And it'll come out hot and ready to serve. And you can serve it with chips. You can serve it with little crostinis, like toasted slice, like little bread slices toasted, or even pita bread if you so chose. It's also nice as, especially you do it as almost like a spread, as part of a wrap or a sandwich or something like that. There's many different ways you can use this and many different options. Of course, broccoli and cheese is always a favorite with a lot of people. You can add more sour cream. You can add mayonnaise to this recipe. There's lots of different ways you can do this. But that's just how it goes. So we'll wait a few more minutes and hopefully this particular setup may not be the way I go. I think I may go back the way it was on the last cooking video or a series section we did when we were doing the, well, not the tuna pasta bake, but the bean soup. I think I like that one a little bit better than the way this is working out, but that's okay. It's still going to be a nice little video for y'all to enjoy. And hopefully sometime soon I'll be able to have everything set up so I can give y'all a little bit of a tour of how this area is. And once I get everything kind of straightened away and cleared off and emptied out. But it's always great to have y'all here. I appreciate each and every one of you. So, like I said, it wasn't going to take very long, but yeah, it's going to be just a few more minutes, and we'll be set. So what I'm going to do actually is I am going to go ahead and end the video so y'all know what it is. I'll post it on my Instagram on the pictures of what this looks like at the finish. And y'all can check it out there. Of course, it is Instagram.com/ and it's actually not Greenie Trini. It is DUCKFEAR. That is my Instagram channel. I will post some pictures of that shortly as well. So let's go ahead and call that for now, and I hope to see y'all again very soon. Thanks again for being here, each and every one of you. I appreciate it. And as always, in the immortal words of Bill S. Preston Esquire and Ted Theodore Logan, be excellent to each other. We'll see each other soon.